Thank you, Peter. Good afternoon, everybody. St. Ursula is a public middle and high school in the small town of Hoorn in the south of the Netherlands. We have around 1,500 students and 110 teachers. I've been working at St. Ursula for 24 years. I started as a business teacher and eventually became a vice principal. As the years passed, I grew disillusioned with how I was teaching and the students were learning. I started to share my feelings with my colleagues and found out I was not alone. That was a real relief to me. So what were we seeing? Poor student behavior was increasing and teachers seemed to have lost their joy in teaching. There was little collaboration between staff who seemed isolated. We thought there was a link between these symptoms and the fact that lessons were still very teacher-driven, students the passive consumers. There was no connection between subjects. We were not helping students to develop the skills and attitudes they need to succeed both now and in the future. Everywhere I looked, I saw doors closing. In 2012, our district challenged local schools to take a look at how they personalized the learning experience of students. I was asked to lead this, and it became the starting point of the change we wanted to make. We want all students to learn in the best way for them. We need to help them to develop skills that go beyond content knowledge. To succeed both now and in the future, our students have to be resilient, creative thinkers, collaborators and problem solvers. For us, the key to achieving this was to change to an active, personalized learning experience for students. These are the three goals that we identified as structuring our vision. It quickly became obvious that we had to include digital devices as an essential part of our solution. In 2012, we bought a set of one-to-one iPad devices that was used by the first group of students and teachers to pilot our new approach. I told these teachers that they had the freedom to experiment, and we soon saw that these teachers and their students were no longer contained by the boundaries put on them, by the textbook, curriculum, or previous ways of doing things. Today, we have a one-to-one program in all levels, and we see how this brings our vision to life. Our first goal is to increase choice. Students are given an outcome they have to reach, but they can choose the path they follow to get there. Recently, a class was asked to explain a math process. Some made eclipse movie because they wanted to use image and speech. They soon realized that they couldn't explain the process, so they researched the topic some more before going back to finish their eclipse movie. We have introduced Genius Hours. Students can explore more deeply whatever their passion is. We set up expert areas to provide the resources necessary. Students who are curious about coding and robots can join the digital lab. They can explore coding in many ways. Swift Playground or Keynote Magic Move, for example. Other students join the art lab, where they explore lessons inspired by Apple's Everyone Can Create books. Recent projects include photography, video and music. Students also have the choice about where they work. Our corridors are often film studios, and our playing fields are science labs. They capture video and data that means something to them and extends their understanding of key concepts. We've created a variety of breakout spaces throughout the school. Students can choose if they want to work independently in a quiet space or with a group in a team space. Wherever they are, they can still collaborate on documents, give and receive feedback through the iPad. Our second goal is to make sure all students can access the curriculum. Different learners have different needs. A learner with dyslexia may want to have the text read to them. Other learners need video or sound to better understand the task given to them. Our last key goal is to change the task to suit the needs of each learner. In a language lesson, students were first asked to complete a formative assessment. The teacher could see who was struggling and who needed an extension task through the classroom. Using this information, she organized the students into groups and gave the next challenge at different levels. Teachers have found the classroom map also very helpful in providing individual learning paths for students, including those who need help to keep focused. The role of our teacher has changed dramatically. They no longer teach what's just in a textbook. Instead, they were always asking themselves two questions. What's the best way for my students to understand this lesson? And what other skills do I need my students to develop? With their iPad, they can design the materials and experience they know their students need. Teachers have taken back ownership of teaching. Our biggest focus has been winning the hearts and the minds of all our teachers. We provide an active and personalized learning experience for them, because we really do believe that this is the best way to learn, whatever the age. We have inspiration afternoons. These give teachers the choice of workshops based on their experience, but also confidence. Sometimes these are led by Apple professional learning specialists, and sometimes by our own staff. Every year we have an iCamp. Teachers can choose to attend this two-day event away from school. We reflect on our school vision and how to achieve it better with technology. We also provide individual support to teachers every day, as and when they need it. The Apple Teacher Programmer books have been very helpful for this. How do we know we are progressing towards our goals? We often have to remind us and our students to go home, as they just want to complete a project with their peers. When they do go, they carry on learning and communicating in our digital space, collaborating on documents. Relationships between teachers have also improved. They collaborate with each other, learning together how to personalize their lessons to meet the needs of each student. Teachers are talking about teaching again. In a survey about motivation, students now score more highly on several aspects than before 2012. One of the key points for us is that students feel they have a much better relationship with their teachers. One student said, "I really feel more engaged and connected because I work together with my teacher instead of just listening to him." Another outcome which we believe is connected is that student behavior has improved. We still have much to do. The key to a story of change is to keep reflecting while not losing the momentum forward. We have decided we want to explore further how the built-in accessibility features of iPad can support all our learners. The journey so far hasn't been smooth. We still get bumps. But now, when I walk around the school, I see teachers and students taking back ownership of their own path. And I know it has all been worth it. Our and their doors are open. Thank you.
Dank u wel, Mark. Hartelijk bedankt. We kunnen verder gaan in het Nederlands als dat. Nou, we might do that.